made to fix in New Jersey to get us on the right path to growing jobs again and to making the state more affordable. What are they? Three things are this. First, that we have to continue fiscal discipline at the state level. We have to continue shrinking the size of government, continue spending less like we did last year. And just because times are getting a little bit better, and they are, we can't just start spending again. That's the temptation. Because government officials love to say yes to you. It's the thing they love more than anything else. Every person who comes into your office, they ask you for something, and it might even be something really great. Some of it's really lousy. But for all of it, they want to say yes. Because that puts a smile on your face. Well, it puts a smile on your face till the bill comes due. And then when the bill comes due, they don't do that face to face. That comes in the mail. The bill comes due. The second big thing we have to do is to reform the pension and health benefit system in the state. Because it's out of control. And it's going to lead us off the cliff. Worse than any spending we do in the budget year to year, that spending is going to lead us right off the cliff. And the third big thing we have to do is reform our education system. The last thing that the budget does, of the big things that we talked about, is to put a challenge in front of the legislature. Now, governors over the last number of years haven't made any contribution by the state into the state pension fund, and that's wrong. It's wrong not to do that. Last year I had an $11 billion budget, so I didn't have any money to do almost anything with. And I didn't make a contribution last year either, but what I said last year was, go along with me with this budget this year, and next year I will make a contribution to the state pension system. So this is the deal I offered to the legislature on Tuesday. We have to have pension reform. Why do we have to have pension reform? Our current public pension system, the system we have for police officers, firefighters, teachers, other public sector workers, is underfunded by $54 billion. $54 billion. Now, if you're a 25-year-old police officer working in New Jersey and you're looking to retire in 30 years, the debt, if we do nothing, will go from $54 billion to $183 billion in the next 30 years. It's an almost unthinkable number. And believe me, when that number comes, there's not going to be any money in the bank anymore. And we won't be able to pay the pensions. This deficit in the pension plan will go in 30 years. Instead of from $54 billion to $183 billion, it'll go from $54 billion to $28 billion. It'll cut it nearly in half, and it'll be moving in the right direction, moving down. And we'll have the money to pay pensions. Now, what I said on Tuesday was, the legislature adopts that plan, and I'll not only make the $500 million payment to the pension sometime next year, which is what the law requires me to do, I'll make it immediately. We've saved enough money in the budget because of managing it well and cutting things back that I can make that $500 million payment immediately and get that money into the pension system and working and being invested, trying to make it grow and take care of pensioners right now. But I'm not doing it unless they change the system. You know, you can't have the old bait and switch. So, you know, my mother raised no fool. I'm not giving something out unless I'm getting something in return. Yes, my reform, which is very simple, have folks pay 30% of their costs. That will save us this year alone $300 million. Just this year. I said I will take that $300 million and I will use it to double your property tax rebates. Now we want to double the property tax rebate so that we can keep property taxes steady. But to do it, I can't print the money. They have to reform the health insurance plan for the public employees. Now, the public employee unions will go crazy. They already are. And it's a very simple choice now for the legislature. I've told them I'm going to sign it. So they either pass that reform and let you have property tax rebates that are double the size of what they are this year, or they don't. If they don't, then you know that they're taking the side of the special interests over the side of the property taxpayers in this state. We shouldn't have that. We can't have it. And we have to fight for this now over the next number of months. And let the members of the state legislature, Democrats and Republicans, understand that you expect them to be on your side. Because we're not asking for anything that's unfair. We're still going to pay 70% of the cost of a public employee's health insurance. This is not unfair. And this is not picking on anybody. This is about everybody paying their fair share. We're already doing it. And so we need to get it done. We've got 126 days left to get this done.